The entire schedule for JoSAA 2023, the 6 rounds of counseling that will be happening for admissions into NITs and SPAs has been published. So today, JoSAA's portal had been updated and they published a very long document of 96 pages. We have worked upon that, simplified it, and in this particular video, we'll try to make you understand in a nutshell what exactly JoSAA 2023 is, what are the things that you need to keep in mind, what are the things that you should not be doing, what are the things that you should be doing. We will also try to answer some of the FAQs that students have been asking, the most frequently asked questions. We will try to answer that. If there are any further questions, to everyone who is watching, you can post it below the live chat box, or to everyone who will be watching the recordings of this particular video, you can post it below this particular video. Okay, so hello everyone, this is Suraj, you're with THiNC Institute of Design, and let's jump into JoSAA 2023. So in every counseling, to start off with, the most important thing is the schedule or the important dates. So JoSAA would be starting from the 19th of June. The registrations will continue for 10 days, that is till the 28th of June. There would be 6 rounds, and after that, we'll be closing that by the 26th of July. So on an average, you can say around 30-35 days. That's it. 5 weeks is what JoSAA is going to be there. Okay. Now, there will be 2 mock rounds in this and 6 actual rounds. Now, why are the mock rounds? To give you an idea of where exactly you could get into based on the choices that you have given. So choices of the colleges, choices of, you will have your preferences, right? You would want to get into, let's say, SPA Delhi first. Your second best preference might be NIT Calicut. Your third might be NIT Trichy. Your fourth might be SPA Vijayawada. It varies from one student to another. So that particular order is what you need to decide and give in between 19th of June to 28th of June. Once you've done that, there will be a mock round. So a trial sort of round, and you will get an idea of where is the possible college that you could get into with that preference that you had given from the 19th to 28th. After the first mock round, if you want to change, you can again change that, and then you will have a second mock, followed by which you will have 6 rounds. So that is in the simplified form, the entire schedule of JoSAA. Now, for students, there would be students who are taking part in this, or parents who are taking part in this for the first time. So what is JoSAA? JoSAA is basically Joint Seat Allocation Authority under the aegis of Ministry of Education. They look into the admission of all academic programs in these institutions. Which are the institutions? IITs, NITs, IIEST, IIITs, GFTAs. Now, because we are looking into the Bachelor of Architecture program, we'll be talking about NITs and IIEST and GFTAs. GFTAs is government-funded technical institutions, which also includes SPAs. Okay. Now, this is the website. The link for the same has already been shared. You can go and find whatever necessary documents and also this particular document, JoSAA 2023 business rules. This is from where we have taken all these documents. Okay. So you can go there and figure out what are the things that they have published in it. Now, talking about the schedule, one of the most important things is the start date and the end date. So from 19th to 28th is wherein you will be able to change your preferences. So please do not forget that. And also in a hurry, do not log in right now and see that you don't have any of these things which are valid. You don't have the option of giving your preferences and all right now. It won't be there. It hasn't been activated. It will be activating only by the 19th. Okay. Just to give you a glimpse of how exactly the portal looks like, this is from 2022. So this is just to give you an idea. Okay. The credentials and all are students who were getting into 2022, who got into 2022. So that's why this is written 2022. Please don't be confused. This is how it would look like. The total available choices would be there. Students who are, into these particular colleges, that is engineering and architecture, will have a lot of choices. Okay, 485 choices. Just architecture means it will be 16 choices. There is a question in the live chat box. Dev Prasad KK. Does B-plan allotment also start on these days? Yes, B-plan, B.Arch, everything starts on this. So about the available choices, it depends upon the number of colleges, it depends upon the number of exams that you have written. So if you have engineering and architecture and B-plan and all, you'll have higher number of choices. If you just have architecture, I think there will only be somewhere around 16 or 17 choices that you'll be having. Okay. Now, this is how it would look like. You will get the colleges, you will get the program. You can add them one by one, whatever is required, and you can change your preferences. So this is the preference order. You need to decide upon what is the preference that you want. Okay. It doesn't matter whether you have a possibility to get in or not and all. It's just possibilities and probabilities. Whatever you like, whatever you want to go, wherever you want to go, wherever you're willing to go, put all those colleges. That's very, very important. If you're getting in, if you're putting a college, you should be willing to go if you get it. Okay. This is how it would look like. Again, this is a print screen of a screenshot of how it looked like in the last year. Okay. This is not of this year. The students who are, let's say in getting allotment in the first round, this is how it would look like. So their college would be visible, which program it is, all these things would be visible. Okay. Now, please note two important criteria. First is the 75% aggregate criteria that is there in class 12. There was a case on this to reduce and things like that. Still, it did not work out. So that 75% minimum criteria stands valid. Okay. Or the other option is you must be within the top 20 percentile of successful candidates who passed in class 12. So this is the criteria. 75% is there for architecture also. If you want to get into architecture, you should have passed your 12th standard either in 2021, 22, or 2023. There might be students who passed in 2019 or 20, and they might have written JEE and all, JEE paper 2, but they won't be eligible. Students have to pass in 2021 or 22 or 23. Okay, if you want to get into B.Arch, physics, chemistry, mathematics, and 2 other subjects. So that means 5 subjects is must. 5 subjects is inevitable. You should have studied 5 subjects in your 12th standard. Okay. There's a question from Sundar. Can we choose colleges in any order, or is there any pattern? So you could go for the preferences. Like there are, set patterns. Like recently, I think 2 days ago, NIRF had also published their rankings on architecture. So some changes have come. So you could refer to that. You could refer to the previous year's preferences of students. So based on that, you can prepare a list of your own. So for the next 10 or 12 days, you can YouTube through the colleges that are there, good colleges that are there and things like that. And you can decide upon the order or the pattern or the preference that you want to give. Okay, you can start off with probably SPA Delhi, then you can follow it up with NIT Calicut, then NIT JEE, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, if there are any further doubts, questions and all that you have, you can contact us at these numbers. These are our helpline, 8086 111 933. To students who are wanting to get into JoSAA and all, NITs, SPAs and all, if you have any doubts regarding how to apply, how to fill, where to get the documents and things like that, you can definitely call us. And there would be students who would be preparing for the next year also. There would be students who might not be getting in this year because they might have got a little bit lower rank. So if you want the previous year questions, if you want some guidance and all, you can contact us at these numbers. Okay. There is a question, what about B planning? So we are basically at THiNC Institute of Design. We basically focus on architecture and design, B.Arch and B.Des and FEMDES. So we won't be the right people to actually guide you regarding the planning, B plan. Okay. B plan is also there. It also happens parallelly. So we're not the best to actually, guide you on that. Okay. I hope I've answered that. Any further queries, please do not hesitate. Post it in the live chat box. Yes. Coming back to steps after seat allotment. So if you have got a seat after any particular round, if you have got a seat, what are the things that you have to do? Obviously, first is to accept the seat. Second is to upload the documents. There are lots of documents that you have to upload. So those documents you can start collecting now itself. You have 10, 12 days. You can start collecting those documents. Let's say, for example, your OBC certificate or your 12th standard certificate and all, you will have to run around to get that. You will have to run around a bit probably. So you can work on all those things. Then seat acceptance fee. Again, convey this to your parents. We will tell you what is the amount in the coming slides. We will tell you what is the amount. So the parents can also, prepare for that accordingly. All of a sudden, if you go and ask a huge sum, it will be difficult for your parents also, right? Now, one last thing, what happens in this step, the last step is responding to queries. So basically what happens is when you upload these documents, see, it is the first time you're uploading documents to NIT or SPAs, right? They don't have, it's not like NIFT or NID, wherein they have your documents previously and all. It's the first time that you're uploading. So if they have any questions, it's a very good, robust response system. They will come back and ask if they have any queries. So in that portal, you will be able to see a comment like this. So they might ask any questions, or they might say, you will have to upload an updated document and things like that. So outdated document, which was published, let's say in 2014, 15 and all, you might upload. They might ask you to re-upload it, the latest one and all. So those queries you can obviously respond to. Okay. Vishuddhan is asking, is there any date of issue for OBC certificate? Yes, that was the point that I was talking about. I'll come to that. So what are the documents that are required? Class 10th or Aadhaar card, That is for date of birth. Class 10th or Aadhaar card is for date of birth. Class 12th mark sheet is very important because obviously it is the qualifying examination. If you haven't cleared that, obviously you're not going to get it, right? Sir, I belong to, Bhagya has asked the question, sir, I belong to general category. Will they ask for my caste certificate as such? No, Bhagya. If you are applying via the general category, rank and all, that's the common rank list, then no, you don't need that. Okay. Then coming back to the documents required, class 10, class 12, number 3 is category certificate. Category certificate that is issued, I think the OBC certificate, yes, that is issued on or after 1st of April 2023. Very, very important. I think there are 2 documents that students always have doubt about. One is this, the other one is state of eligibility. Both of that I will explain. The first one is category certificate. So please get a certificate that is issued by the authority after 1st of April 2023. If you don't have that, get the format from us. You can get the format from us or you can get the format from JoSAA. Go to the corresponding authority and get it issued. If you give them now, they might take 2, 3 or 4 days. You have 12 days right now. But when the counseling starts, it's a mess. Everybody goes around. There will be deadlines. It will be very difficult. So get the category certificate issued within this particular date as soon as possible. Okay. Then if any disabilities are there, please, certificate of disabilities, across bank check or a copy of your passbook. That is very important because for refunds and all, it will be coming to that particular account. Okay. Then medical certificate, it's valid for everyone. It's required for everyone. Then number 7, passport or citizenship. It's not for everyone. It's for students who belong to the foreign countries or PIOs or OCIs or NRIs and all. For them, passport is required. Finally, the admit card of JEE paper 2 2023. Okay, so these are the documents that is required. Devansh is asking, is 75% criteria for B.Arch also in JoSAA? Yes, 75% is a criteria for B.Arch in JoSAA. Now, talking about the certificates, I talked about a lot of certificates. Where do you get all these certificates from? In the JoSAA website. It's one of the best maintained websites, JoSAA's website. Link has already been shared. You can go there. You can click on the top side. You can see certificate format. You can click on that latest certificate format for each and every certificate is visible, from caste certificate to withdrawal forms. Everything is visible. Medical certificate, everything is there. You can download it, take a printout, go there, go to the corresponding office, get it filled, signed and sealed, get it back, scan it, upload it. That's it. Very simple. Okay. Now, once you have got a seat, we are discussing about the things that you need to do once you get a seat, right? So documents are to be uploaded. Then you need to select freeze, float, or slide. So you might be giving, let's say, 10 preferences, or let's say 16 preferences. You have given 16 preferences. Your 11th preference is what you have got. Okay. Once you get your 11th preference, you need to either select freeze, float, or slide. What's meant by freeze? Freeze basically means you are happy with your 11th choice. You don't want to go up. You don't want your higher preferences to be considered. You want to study in that 11th college itself. So you can freeze it. But that means you will not be considered for the next rounds of counseling. So if you are choosing freeze, think twice, thrice, discuss with everyone as much as possible, and then decide on whether freezing or not. The second option out of the 3 options that you can choose is float, which is obviously the best. Float basically means you are accepting that particular offer. Along with that, you also want your higher preferences. That is, in the previous case, from 1 to 10, your higher preferences to be considered. Okay. It will always be from the first preference of yours that will be considered. In every round, they'll consider it from the first college that you have given. Okay. Slide is if you want to move to a different program in the same college. So if you're only giving for B.Arch, then it will not be applicable for you. Okay. Now, this is the next point that I was talking about. You need to convey to your parents that what's the amount they will have to make themselves available. Okay. So seat acceptance fee for the general category students is 40,000 and everyone who belongs to the other categories is 20,000 rupees. So please make arrangements for this. You have to pay this only after you get a seat. To get a seat, you need to accept the seat. To accept the seat, you need to pay this fee. Okay. Now, there are students who ask, can I withdraw? Yes, there is a very clear defined policy for JoSAA for withdrawal from round 2 to round 5. You can withdraw. But if you are withdrawing, that means you will not be considered in the JoSAA's further rounds. So after JoSAA's 6th round, there may be spot rounds or ones that are called as CSAB rounds. So if you are withdrawing from JoSAA, then also you will be able to take part in the CSAB round, which is a very good thing. But you will not be able to take part in the further rounds of JoSAA. And seat acceptance fee will be refunded only after deducting 7,000 rupees because you have taken part in the process, you have got a seat, and then you are withdrawing 7,000 rupees, they'll take back, let's say penalty or whatever it is. So for a general category student who will have to pay 40,000, if he or she has already paid 40,000 and the 7,000 is taken back, they will get only 33,000 rupees. Okay, so I hope I'm clear about that also. There's a question that I got 69 in class 12th and 96 in JEE paper 2. Which college can I get? So prediction, I think we had done a separate video altogether. We'll try to come up with further live videos on that also, Devang. If we choose any of these and want to change, can we change it? So I think you are asking probably about the college preferences that we have given. So once you've given the preferences, you can change till the rounds are beginning. Once the rounds begin, you won't be able to change. Okay. If you have any further questions, you can also contact the JoSAA helpline numbers. The number is given here. The email ID is also given. Okay. And this is the THiNC help desk. Now, coming to the FAQs, there were a lot of frequently asked questions from some of the students. We're going to take that one by one. We'll also talk about DASA here. So the entire schedule is this. You can get the PDF. You can get the PDF and you can see where is the entire schedule. So each round, there is an entire set of processes and all that they have mentioned. So you can go through them round by round. If you want, if you're not able to figure it out where exactly this is, we can also share it. You can contact us. Okay. So this is the entire set of round 1 to round 6. The other question is regarding the documents that are required. So these are all the documents that are required. Now, where can you find the documents? Again, in the certificate format. Now, one of the questions that you're asking is, can I edit my choices? Okay. Now, once you are locking it, once you are locking your choices, once you lock the choices that you have given, you won't be able to edit it. You can send for a special request and all, you can get it done, but please try to ensure that the first time you're locking it, it's full and final. You do not have any changes and all. So think over it, get as much data as possible. It will make your information, it will make your decision making much easier. Okay. What happens if you choose float or slide? So if you choose float or slide, in the first round, if you're getting a college, let's say your 11th preference, if you're putting float, and in the next round, if you're getting a better college, that is of higher preference, you will lose the previous college that you have got in round 1. You will lose the round 1 college, you will get a new college that you have got in round 2. So float is also a way in which you are actually agreeing on the fact that if I get a better preference, I am ready to move. So choose all of that wisely. Slide is also the same thing. Okay, if you get a better preference that you have given, better means higher preference in terms of numbers. So from 10, if you're getting 8, then that means you will lose 10, you will get 8. Okay. Now, seat acceptance fee withdrawal. Seat acceptance fee once paid is not not refundable, but still, if they are withdrawing from the round, you can withdraw with a 7,000 rupees of processing charge, which I had already conveyed. A lot of students were asking about DASA. So students who are NRIs are currently in, let's say, Dubai or Qatar, and they want to take part in this process, they can obviously take part in JoSAA round also. Along with that, there is a different option that they have, that is DASA. What is DASA? Direct admission of students abroad. This year it's conducted by NIT Calicut. So foreign nationals, PIOs, OCIs, NRIs, everyone will be going through this particular channel. Okay. Now, the detailed brochure for that, the detailed video for that, we'll do it separately. It will be starting from the 12th of June. So students who are NRIs, they can actually take part in JoSAA. They can also take part in DASA. There was a question. So let's say, for example, a student who is residing in Kerala and whose permanent address is in Kerala and is in Gulf, has completed their 12th standard in Gulf. So when they're applying to JoSAA, how do they apply? So they can apply to JoSAA. Their permanent address in the passport will decide which is their home state. So I don't know if you people are aware, JoSAA counseling and all will always have a home state, other state category. If you are somebody who belongs to Kerala, your home state is, if you're somebody who has done your 12th standard from Kerala, your home state is Kerala. So your NIT Calicut will be considered as your home state. If you belong to Odisha, your 12th standard, if you have returned from Odisha, your home state, NIT Rourkela will consider you as your home state category. All other NITs will consider you as other state. So for students who are abroad, for students who are NRIs, if they have a passport and if their permanent residence in that particular passport talks about, let's say, the state of Kerala, then that will be their home state. So NIT Calicut will be considered as home state for them. Okay. So for them, passport is very important. Okay. Now, one of the other questions that a lot of students were asking was state of eligibility. So which is the state of what document should I upload for state of eligibility and all? We'll be coming to that in the coming slides. Okay. As I've said, if you have any particular questions, you can contact us at these numbers, or you can post questions in the live chat box. Coming to the last set of questions that we have. First is somebody was asking, I have an OBC certificate issued on 1st of March. Can I upload it? No, do not upload it. Please do not upload it. If you're uploading it, you will not be considered. You will get a query definitely. If you're not going to change it, you will be removed. You will be rejected. You will not get your seat. Okay. What is to be uploaded for state of eligibility? We've also done a video on this. The state of eligibility means the state in which you have written your 12th standard, not your improvement examination. The first time you're writing 12th standard and passing it, that particular state. So if you're somebody who is a permanent resident of Kerala, but wrote your 12th standard from, let's say, Tamil Nadu, that becomes your state of eligibility. Even if you have gone there just for 1 year, as per JoSAA's criteria, your state of eligibility is from where you're writing your 12th standard examination. Very, very important. So the next question is, for proving my state of eligibility, what do I upload? You upload any document that has the address of the school in which you have studied your 12th standard. It could be your 12th standard hall ticket. It could be your 12th standard pass certificate. It could be your 12th standard mark list. It could be anything. It should have the name of the school and also the state in which that school is located. The state in which the school is located, the school in which you studied your 12th standard. That has to be uploaded for your state of eligibility. So you might be uploading your 12th document, 12th mark list. Correct. That is okay. You can upload your 12th mark list in state of eligibility. There is also a separate place wherein they ask your 12th mark list. There also you can upload your 12th mark list. Okay. So 2 places you can upload the same thing. Chaitanya Gaikwad is asking, I have 67% in both. Can I apply? 67% in JEE. Again, they have very clearly said that 75% in 12th standard is must. So 12th standard alone, if you're getting more than 75 or 75, well and great. Otherwise, no. Is medical certificate mandatory for all candidates? Yes, it is. When to upload these documents? Only when you get a seat. Only after you get a seat, you need to upload it. Not on the 19th, not on 28th. Only when you get a seat, you need to upload. Last question, is passport mandatory? Passport is only mandatory for those students who are NRIs or PIOs or OCIs, not for Indian nationals. If you are an Indian citizen and if you are claiming the seats of JoSAA only, then it's not required. If on the contrary, if you are applying via DASA, you will need to have pass. Okay. So these are the major things that we had to talk about. If there are any further questions, you can contact us at these numbers 808611 933, or you can also contact JoSAA helpline, or you can also mail to them. Okay. And we have our new batches for JEE also that are starting very shortly. So if you want to get any further details about that, you can contact us at these numbers. I think I've taken all the queries that has come up in the live chat box. We will be coming up with further videos. If there are any further questions, you can post it below the live chat box or WhatsApp us. Thank you, everyone. Until we see you in the next session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, host.